What a pleasure to get to be with you in Sapori. I'm bringing you a couple of our daily devotions from here also. I want to read with you from Hosea chapter 9, beginning with verse 7. He said, "The time of Israel's punishment has come. The day of payment is here. Soon Israel will know all this too well because of your great sin and hostility." He said, "You say the prophets are crazy and the inspired men are fools. The prophet is a watchman over Israel for my God, yet traps are laid for him wherever he goes. He faces hostility even in the house of God." Now, beloved, I want you to notice when sin gets a hold of a Christian's heart, just like when sin gets a hold of the heart of one of these Israelis in Hosea's day, it not only changes their heart toward God, as we saw yesterday, it changes their heart toward spiritual leaders. And before long, they begin to believe that prophets of God are crazy. That, we should follow the science, that the prophets of God really don't know what they're talking about. These prophets of God, maybe they've been dreaming too much or something, So they start to think the prophets of God are crazy. And then it says people inspired by the Holy Spirit, well, they're nothing but fools. See, when you start getting an attitude like that toward the men and women of God, something has changed in your heart. Satan has effectively cut you off from spiritual leadership. And this is what he always wants to do by slander and by gossip and by science and everything else. He wants to cut you off from people that will teach you truth. And then he continues. He said, they face hostility wherever they go, even the house of God. When your heart has gotten filled with sin, just like with the people of Israel in Jesus' day, their heart was nothing but hostile and enmity toward God. Just like the Gentiles in Paul's day, their heart was filled with hostility toward God. When sin gets in people's lives, they're hostile toward God and they're hostile toward all the men and women of God. They just don't like preachers. Well, I'm a pastor and I'm sorry if you don't like me. I make no claims of perfection, but I will tell you this. If you'll keep your heart right with God and not be influenced by bad examples, you'll find that you don't think pastors are crazy because we teach you the word, we teach you truth. And you'll find that you're not hostile, that when we come to visit you, you're glad to see us because you know that we have some truth for you. We have a fresh word from God for your life. So let's get our hearts right. And that cleans up the hostility.